Well, it's obviously been a tough season for the Rider Broncs coming to today's contest against Fairfield at 4-22, 2-13 in the MAC. However, they are coming off of an impressive win over St. Peter's on Friday, 74-53, and the architect of that win is with us, head coach Lynn Milligan. And Coach, just a quick recap about that game. Probably one of the better showings all year for this team.
I think it was. I think it was a game where we were able to put 4 points together, stay consistent with what we wanted to do on the offensive and defensive end, and we obviously got a good result from that.
Now, this team has been showing signs of that, even though some of the scores may not indicate it. You've had some close games. In fact, the last time we faced Fairfield, it was a 6-point loss at our place on Kids Day. What was the difference in that loss with Fairfield? Because that looked like a winnable game.
Well, at the end of that game, the last 3-4 minutes of the game was pretty much a tie game. We didn't come up with a big stop, and Fairfield went to their veteran, Stephanie, and she scored some big buckets for them at the end of the game. And, we came up a little bit short.
And what's it going to take this time around to defeat this Fairfield team? It seems like the offense is starting to click a little better now than it has in the past couple of weeks.
Well, offensively, we obviously have to make shots today. But I think the bigger challenge for us is going to be defensively. Fairfield runs a lot of good stuff. They have a very tight rotation, so they're very comfortable with each other. They know where each other's going to be. We're going to have to be very strong in our defensive principles today.
And some of that defense has been coming from some players who have been logging a lot of time for Scintilla Spy Woodlawn, but of course Amanda Sepulveda. How's she been holding up? She's been among the league leaders in minutes played in the MAC for the last couple of years now. How's she been holding up?
Amanda's fine. She knows that her career's almost over. And we have to play every 40 minutes like it's your last. And Amanda's kind of thinking that personally. She wants to end this season on a high note, end her career on a high note. And I think a lot of the players want to do that for her, just based on what she's given us over the last 3 years. But, she's hanging in there. She's not 100%, with her plantar fasciitis tear and everything, but she's doing just fine.
Rider head coach Lynn Milligan joining us here in the pregame, and we mentioned also Scintilla Spot. She's been struggling offensively. She started out really hot and then really pulled off, but it seems like she had 20 points, I believe, in that win over St. Peter's. It seems like she's finally finding her stroke. Has it been a matter of finding her more open looks, or has it been a confidence thing for her?
I think more confidence. Scintilla's always gotten her shots. I think it's for her. It's more of which shot is she taking, and where is it coming within her offense. On Friday night against St. Peter's, she made a ton of just great decisions with the basketball, when she should shoot her three, when she needed to go off the dribble. She got good results from that. So it's really more decision making and having confidence. If she does miss her first shot, she's got to step up, adjust to make the second one. And I think she's starting to understand that.
As a coach, you see a team that's been playing well in spurts, struggling in the win-loss columns, come up with a big win against St. Peter's and a dominating win at that. Is there a worry in the back of your mind that you want to make sure that these ladies don't think, okay, we've kind of gotten a little bit of a monkey off of our back, we've got a win on our belt, and they kind of relax a little bit? Is there a little concern that they might naturally, the human instinct, tend to have that happen?
I'm not too concerned about that. It's not something that obviously we've been faced with a lot this year, so I do think that our players understand, and we made it pretty clear to them after that St. Peter's game to recognize why we were successful in the game and what we needed to do to be successful. So I think they understand why we won on Friday night. I know, they're not in the mode where it's a fluke or where it's like, oh, well, we're good now we don't have to worry about stuff. It had nothing really to do with that. It's just it was a matter of being consistent for 40 minutes. They understand that, and hopefully we'll be able to continue that process.
Last thing here, Coach. You obviously don't want to look at it. You've got Sienna and Iona come up, and then the MAC postseason play. Do you feel that this team has finally started to improve where coaches always want you to do down the stretch, even though the record may not show it, that this team is finally kind of getting it and the momentum is going towards the last couple of games and hopefully into the postseason?
Well, we'd obviously like to think that. Our 4 freshmen are in our top 6 rotation, and they're maturing. It's a process. It's a learning curve for them. It's a learning process throughout the whole season, and they've matured and they've grown up. I think we're starting to see some of the results of that, a little bit more of their confidence. They're comfortable with each other. Their mistakes are getting fewer, as we go through the games, and their improvement individually and collectively as a group has been very, very good. So I'd like to think that we're, starting to play better, but that being said, we're at the end of the season, and we've really got to bear down and defend these last couple weeks to do anything in March.
Coach, always a pleasure. Good luck.
Thanks, Al.
Lynn Milligan coming to join us in the pregame. It is Fairfield and the Broncs coming up here at GoBroncs.com and 107.7 FM The Bronc.